Campfire's mobile app is available for Android and iOS phones, so we wanted to take a few minutes to help guide you through how it works. We're going to talk about how to create your first project, fill it with notes, and show you a few extra tricks along the way. Plus, we know that the monetization, or lack thereof, can be a little confusing, so hopefully we're going to clear that up for you at the end as well. And just a note, this was recorded during the app's closed beta phase, so depending on when you're watching this, a few things may have changed. We'll try to keep the description updated with any important info that comes afterward. Alright, let's get started. If you already have an account with Campfire, you'll want to log into the mobile app with the same one. Make sure you log in the same way as you originally signed up. So if your account is attached to your Google account, log in through Google. If it's a Campfire account, log in through the app. If you need to make a brand new account, hit the sign up button. Once you've set up your account, if you signed up through Campfire, we'll send you a confirmation email. Once that's taken care of, you're ready to sign into the mobile app. The first thing you'll see on the mobile app is your projects page. If you already have projects in Campfire Write, they'll appear here. To create a new project, tap the Add Project button in the bottom left of the screen. Once you create a new project, it will appear at the bottom of the page. Simply tap it to access the writing modules within. Projects are made up of modules, which are the different writing tools that exist within Campfire. For example, all of your story's characters exist within the characters module, and if you need to add notes on the places they go, that's typically done under the locations module. There are over a dozen modules total in Campfire's mobile app. The button in the bottom right has also changed to Add Element. Elements are kind of like files, with a module being that file's folder. By tapping the button here, you'll create a new file within one of the modules. You can create as many elements as you like on the mobile app, though you may need a subscription to have full access to them on the other platforms. We'll discuss that more at the end of the video. It's also worth noting that there's a few modules exclusive to Campfire's other platforms. Sign in on the browser or desktop app to check them out. When you create an element, it will usually come with a preset list of panels. You can use these as a jumping off point, edit them to be for something totally different, or just delete them. Create new panels using the Add Panel button. That will reveal a list of 7 panel types for you to choose from. Let's go through each one and discuss how it works. Text panels work pretty much how they sound. It's a place to jot down anything you need, from character backgrounds to deep world building to plot ideas. List panels help you create organized notes. Once you have a couple of list items, you can rearrange them or add sections to further sort them. Attributes are one of our favorite panel types. They're a place for you to put all kinds of notes, so it's easy to find information at a glance. Plus, with hundreds of different attributes to select from, they're great at helping you come up with ideas for that character or anything else you need to add more detail to. Every module has its own attributes to try. For example, characters have a lot focused on their personality or appearance. Items focus on the materials they're made of, and systems has a bunch that help define some popular types of systems, like a system of government or a food chain. Links are a way to show relationships between two elements in Campfire. For example, if I have two characters that are siblings, I might want to link them and leave a note explaining why they're linked. You can link any two elements, so I could link one of the brothers to a location, map, manuscript chapter, or any other element as well. Image panels can be used for single images or galleries. Just select the images you want to include and hit confirm. If you need to add images, you can pull some from your phone or take a picture and add that. Any images you have saved to Campfire already will appear under the gallery while you're selecting images. Once you have an image in the panel, you can tap on it for a full screen view and add a caption. Stats work pretty similar to lists, except instead of text, they're meant for sharing numerical information. They're great for things like character or creature stats, or detailed information on a location, like its population or wealth. Tables work like spreadsheets in Campfire. The first thing you'll need to do is establish the number of rows and columns, then create the table. You can add more rows and columns later using the plus button in the upper right whenever you need to, or make bigger changes with rows and columns in the panel's options menu. If you tap and hold a cell, you'll get a list of extra options like coloring, duplicating, or deleting the row or column. To edit a cell, just tap on it and type out your changes. While editing a cell, you can also tap the palette button in the top right to change the individual cell color. Creating panels is great, but what if you want to change how they're ordered? Tap the Options button in the upper right of the screen while you're looking at the element you want to edit and select Reorder Panels. That will open a new page where you can drag panels around until they're in an order that you like. Also note that not all modules work quite the same way. You'll notice plenty of similarities, but there's a few outliers. The manuscript and maps don't use editable panels at all. Once you've spent some time creating projects and elements, you might want to share or export some of that. What you share or export depends on what you're looking at. From the Projects page, you can share entire projects by tapping the 3 dots on the upper right of each tile and selecting Share Project. You can also share projects from the same 3 dots icon in the upper right of the project page and selecting Share. If you're looking at an element, you can tap the same button and then Share and Export. This allows you to share just one element within a project, so you don't have to share everything if you don't want to. Projects and elements both have access to link and account sharing. Link sharing is an easy way to send access to anyone, whether they have an account or not. Just be aware that anyone with the link can view the files. Link sharing also works best when the recipient accesses your work from a web browser on desktop or tablets. Campfire is not optimized for mobile phones through their browsers. If you expect the recipients to want to see your work on their phones, they should download the Campfire app and create an account first. To share a project or element with another Campfire user, simply tap Share and enter their email address. By sending access this way, you can also make the recipients a viewer or give them editing access if you'd like them to help make changes or edit your work. Elements also have export options. You can support elements and download them to your phone as a Word document, PDF, rich text file, or web page. For quick notes, your project notepads are the best place to go. They're easily accessible and serve as an open space to throw random ideas for your story down, or dive into the larger scale details. While you're in the notepad, you can switch between project notepads at any time by tapping the Switch button along the bottom. That pulls up a sheet of all your projects, so you never have to leave the notepad to change which one you're working on. If you're looking for a specific element, it might be faster to search for it. The search page automatically sorts your elements from all projects alphabetically and by project. To narrow down the search results, you can use the filters along the top of the page to only see one kind of element at a time. You can also use the search bar to look for what you need by name. To edit your profile and settings, tap the menu icon in the top left of the screen. If there isn't one, you can find it by hitting the back arrow a few times. Account Details gives you a few ways to update your profile, including changing your name, profile image, and adding a bio. A lot of this information is currently only visible on desktop and browser apps, but you can edit it from your mobile app at any time. Settings gives you ways to change your notification preferences, the app's appearance, and some useful options for modules and panels to customize your experience. Finally, let's put our business hats on and talk about what's going on with that upgrade page. The mobile app is totally free to use. There's no limit on how many projects or elements or panels you can make. There's no ads to get in your way. There's no energy bar or timer or any of that stuff that you see so often on mobile apps. But when you take your work over to a browser or the desktop app, you'll need a subscription to have unlimited access. Campfire for browser and desktop has a free tier for all modules, so you can always try it out before you buy anything. However, if you go over that limit on the mobile app, elements above the limit won't be editable on browser or desktop, and you won't be able to make more on those platforms unless you purchase a subscription. For example, the characters module normally lets you create and edit up to 10 characters for free. On the mobile app or with a paid subscription on the other platforms, you can create and edit as many as you want. If you access those files from the browser or desktop apps without a subscription, you'll only be able to edit the oldest 10 you created, and you won't be able to make additional characters since you're over the limit. You'll always be able to create more and edit your work on mobile though. Luckily, module subscriptions are sold with incredibly flexible rates. Monthly, annual, and lifetime purchase options all offer the same deal: unlimited creation and editing, just at different price points. Some are as low as $0.25 per month. But if you're planning to only use the mobile app, you don't have to worry about any of this. Subscriptions only help when you're also using the other versions of Campfire and switching between platforms. The Campfire mobile app has a ton of tools to help you organize your notes, plot ahead, world build, and write your story. It's completely free to use and connects with our other platforms so that you can write on the go, then edit or expand on those notes from your desk later. We're committed to improving the app, so as we mentioned at the top, there may be some adjustments to what you've seen here. We want to support Campfire not just through bug fixes, but also by adding exciting new features. We'll make sure to update this video's description with any major changes. If you have any questions about Campfire, you can leave a comment or reach out to us on social media. Thanks for watching, and happy writing.